Hi. Today in Legends and Steel, we're going to talk about an antique store find that I got. It was a K-bar. So I went into this antique store looking for a present for my mom for her birthday. And of course there's a knife section, so I looked at it. And they had a case knife that I was really interested in. So I was looking at it. And as I was exploring it, right behind it, hidden, I found this little guy. Now from it, I kind of knew what it was a little bit because it says K-bar on it. So I saw the K-bar and I'm thinking to myself, okay, but that handle, that's not a traditional what I would think of with a K-bar. So I asked to look at it. And so you'll notice, not your traditional military looking K-bar. And I thought to myself, you know what? I think that guy, he's yelling at me. The reason he's poked out like that. So I grabbed him too. So I got both of them. So what I'm going to talk about today is this one, because once I saw it, I knew it was pretty special and I needed to share it with people. And there's collectors that are all over this sort of thing. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the history of it, how I know how old it is, and what I'm going to do to it. It's already up on Marketplace and eBay, only because I know somebody collects these and is way more interested in it than I am. I love it. I'm going to display it, obviously, until then. But until then, if somebody's looking for it, it'll be out there. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about K-bar, just for background. So the brand actually started as a trademark of the Tidwat Cutlery Company, and they got taken over and renamed Union Cutlery Company, which moved to Orleans, New York in 1911. Now, Union Cutlery began using the K-bar trademark and that stamp somewhere in 1923. So the company didn't officially become K-bar until 1952. So for about 30 years, K-bar was a brand name stamped on the knives made by a company still legally called Union Cutlery. All right, so when I got this guy, I noticed I wanted to look at the stamp right away, just to make sure. So on it, I don't know if you can see it, on the one side it says K-bar and with the patent, and the other side Union Cut Company. So from that, I could determine that they started using it in 23 and they changed in 43. So this is definitely pre-war. So this little knife is pretty much 20-year span between 23 and 43. And I can look at the spacers and kind of tell that that's the age of it also. So I know this is definitely a pre-war. And it's not your traditional like K-bar, as we talked about. It's not military. So we'll talk about what it was used for. All right, so like I said, this isn't a traditional K-bar military knife. This guy right here is a hunter skinner knife. So back in between the 20s and the 40s, this is the type of knife that the hunters and the skinners and the outdoorsmen would have carried around to help do their work. It was a working man's knife. So it wasn't military by any means. It was a working man's knife. And as you can see from that blade, right, it's been worked, but it's still really full. And you can see the tang, right? Hasn't been ground down too bad. It's beautiful shape. So that's why when I saw it, I just had to save it and not restore it back to shiny, right? Because that takes all the character and life away from it. But I want to make sure we get all the active rust and issues like that off of it, because whoever does pick this up wants to make sure they have a knife that's going to last for a while. So I'll do the regular bath, throw it in some mineral salts, or mineral oil, sorry. Clean it up, make sure we're good, throw a layer of wax on it to help protect long term against that. But yeah, with that handle, it's odd to find one in this shape because this handle is beautiful. I've seen a couple out there and the handles are the worst part of all of them. And this one, it's beautiful. Same with the pommel down there. Yeah, so definitely one that we're gonna bring back to life, but also, give us the ability to share it with somebody. Now this knife is not a unicorn by any stretch, right? It's they made a lot of them. Union Cutlery Company made a lot of them. What is rare is finding one, number one, in this condition. with the sheath. But number two, in an antique store, sitting there hidden, because it needs to be displayed. This guy needs to live, be shown off, maybe used even, because it still has tons of life. Everything's solid in there. Clean it up a little bit, get rid of any active rust. I didn't see any, but I just want to protect against it. For, if not for me, for the next guy who has it, and their kids, because this thing will outlast all of us. It's been around since the 20s. It's 75 to 100 years old. So, a lot of life left. So, that's what I'm planning to do, and I think it's a winner. So, I'll hold on to it until somebody's able to enjoy it more than me.